Good evening, scholars and friends. It's time for tonight's bedtime story. Tonight, I will be reading The Cherry on Top, authored by Lauren Eresman and illustrated by Serena Eliasian. This is the story of Molly and Polly, two cherries that have been attached together at their stems since they were just blossoms on a tree. Molly and Polly, despite being attached, were two very different cherries. Molly was dramatic and outgoing and liked to be the center of attention. Polly liked to take things slow and steady and preferred things to be perfect and proper. Even though they were best friends, their differences often caused problems. While Molly liked to run and be the first cherry at the picnic, Polly liked to take her time and see all the sights along the way. While Polly wanted to make her drawing look just right, Molly was busy making a big, brilliant mess. But they did have one thing in common. They both dreamed of being the next cherry on top. If you were chosen as cherry on top, you got to sit on the top of an ice cream sundae and be the star. The cherry on top was a single finishing touch that made a nearly perfect dessert perfect. Molly wanted to be the star. Polly wanted to make the perfect dessert. Neither could fulfill their dream while they were still attached. So, when Sunday Funday arrived, Molly and Polly were very excited. When they got to the front of the line, they met the cherry in charge. "You need to run really fast in opposite directions to break your stems apart," he said. They decided to give it a try, and finally their stems were separated, and they were free to do things their own way. Polly carefully counted the sprinkles on her way up her sundae, and it was the perfect number. 100 sprinkles is the exact amount I need for the perfect dessert, she said. "I don't have to wait for Polly. I can just run right up," said Molly as she jumped over the whipped cream. But when they reached the top of their sundaes, it wasn't all sugar and sweetness as they had expected. "Isn't it great up here, Polly?" Molly asked, looking to her side before remembering that she was alone. This made her feel like she had a pit in her stomach. It was the same story over on Polly's Sunday. "I miss Molly and all her excitement and energy. I wish she was here cheering me on," she said. So both cherries decided to roll back down their ice cream sundae mountains. They found each other at the bottom. I thought I wanted wanted to be separated so that I could shine and be the star, said Molly. But it wasn't as much fun without you there to share it with me. And I thought I wanted everything to be perfect, but it ended up being dull and boring being all alone, said Polly. I wish our stems were still attached, said Molly. Me too, said Polly. I have an idea. They hugged and then carefully twisted their stems until they were tied into a knot. Now we can be together whenever we want, said Polly. Molly thought this was a great plan. Sometimes we can be apart when we need a little break, like when I want to try out for the next school play, or when I want to sit in the sunshine and read a book, agreed Polly. But when we want to play jump rope games or enter a two-stemmed race, we can still be together like we used to, said Molly. It's the perfect plan, said Polly. The end. Good night.